Oh, you motherfuckers. You think you can do this to me? I'm the man up in this place. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I run shit here. I'ma burn this motherfucker down.
X Factor like Dez Bryant, my boy 88. Watch dream light when you living like a heavyweight. This ain't no 1 week thing, we grind like every day. Drop this on Fizzle Friday, cause that's my favorite day. And I'm gonna do it my way, cause that's my favorite way. They tried to put me on the shelf like I'm layaway. Told me it ain't no way, so I made a way. Welcome to South Harmon, I'm glad you here today.
Hey, what's poppin'? What's good, man? You know, it's been a minute since we've been up on the channel on a Friday, man. Me and my boy, it's been about 2-3 weeks, Mike, man. So I'm glad we here. Yeah. A lot of inspiration about this episode. I said, hey, man, the world is full of centers, man. Let's just go ahead and see which one of the NFL teams got these centers on their team. So I'm glad we here. Glad to see my boy, man. I ain't been on the screen with him in at least 3 weeks, man. So I got my brother back, as y'all can see, man. I'm happy to have him, man, and I'm sure he's glad to be here with us, man. So what's good, bro? How we living? How you feeling? You're looking good, my boy. You look like a new person, man. Let us know what's up with you, Playboy.
Looking svelte, a little svelte. I like that word. It has been far too long, man. Life has hit us both at various times. We haven't been able to link up. I miss the shit out of you, buddy. The shit out of you, buddy. We need this Friday night thing. So, yeah, and if we're going to come back and do it, you know, the first show back, it's got to be about, like, my new favorite movie.
There we go.
Sinners, baby. Michael B. Jordan. Oh, that was such a good movie, man. I've seen that shit twice. I texted Fizz last Saturday. I said, I got it. I bought it. I'm watching it right now.
There we go.
And since then, you know, I've watched it at least 1.5 more times.
For sure. And I tried to give you the breakdown a couple weeks ago, but I didn't want to spoil it because one thing I will say about the movie, Mike, that I know a lot of people are saying is the movie was so good without the vampire thing. It looked like it was gonna be a great movie. Like I wish they could have did like a prequel. Like I want to see what the brothers was doing in Chicago before they got back home, right? Like I wish how they set up all these Italian mob figures. Like I really wish we could have saw how all of that happened and then the vampire stuff came. Because when it happened, first of all, where did that guy fall out of the sky when he fell? It was like, what the hell? What the hell?
Yeah. It took a while even watching it before I realized it was like vampires. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, it catch you. I mean, me watching the previews and stuff, I kind of expected it. But if you just went in blind and didn't know, you were like, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it turned into like a 1932 Dusk Till Dawn movie.
Exactly.
You remember
exactly
that? The one with Quentin Tarantino in it?
100%.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is like Dusk Till Dawn, 1932 100%. Mississippi Delta. Let's go.
100%.
It was phenomenal all the way through. But I am with you. Like the first part before we even got to like the real vampire stuff was like, dude, you could have just made a movie out of this shit.
I'm telling you, bro.
Like the drama and the comedy and like the stuff going on, like this is interesting as fuck.
It is. And then from what I heard, they are not making another one. He's not investing nothing in it. I just wish we could have got a prequel. Like, what were they doing before they became Smoke and Stack and that whole story? Because they were such big figures when they got back home and they had money and a lot of resources. So it was a great movie. I knew you would like it.
We don't know how they got that money. I want to know how they got that money.
I mean, we need to figure this out, bro. But I knew you would get it. I said, I ain't gonna lie, man. I might need to do the center show with a brother, and why not do it with my half brother, my milk brother? You feel me?
I know you, brother. There we go.
I knew you was gonna get it. You know what I'm saying, Mike? So
the cream to the Oreo. Let's go.
Exactly. So I'm glad you liked it. You enjoyed it.
Loved it.
I'm going to definitely rewatch it myself, man. And like I told Mike for the show, man, your boy worked on the graphics heavy, man. I made sure the night is going to be a fun night. Mike, I don't even know if you peeped this, right? But I got to take a humble brag, bro. Even on my thumbnail, man, I hooked George Pickens up with the vampire teeth. I don't know if you caught that.
Oh, look at that. Look at you.
Your boy working out here, man.
You doing all right, man. You got the vampire teeth.
Your boy putting in them gems that you got to pay attention to.
But little Easter egg.
You feel me? I'm doing a little bit of work out here, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah, for those that haven't watched it, too damn bad, because I don't know how much longer we can expand on waiting for you to watch it. But it's a great movie, and definitely check it out. But you know how we get down first, though, Mike. We got to holler at the people. My boy Six Ring say he won't be here, but he was already here. So I'm glad you was here earlier, my man. 5:05 p.m. my time, Eastern time. We appreciate you. Jake always in the pregame, man. He said he's at a wedding, and he the groomsman. So, hey, man, he out here doing his thing. So, it's all good though, Jake. You said I'm his GOAT, man. Well, I appreciate it though, brother. You know, I don't know what I'm the GOAT of, but I appreciate you always being tapped in with your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Pops always talking about the Commanders. All right, Pops, man. Can we talk about defenders, bro? We don't want to talk about no Commanders.
We might have a center or two on the Commanders. You know what I'm saying?
We might. But I will say this, Pops, Mike. I'm gonna give him his 5 seconds of fame. He keeps talking about the DC defenders. Nobody's watching it, but they are in the championship game tomorrow. I know you haven't watched any of it, but let us know how you feel about it, bro.
I gotta preface this. Who the fuck are the DC defenders?
The USFL League, bro.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Go DC Defenders.
There we go.
Oh, my heart stopped for a second. I thought we were talking some like MLS shit. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know Pops was into soccer like that.
Nah. This talking about the football team.
We good. Okay, we good. Yeah.
There we go. All right. Well, they do play at the soccer stadium, though. It's funny. They do play at the DC soccer stadium. I say this, Pop. Since you so hyped about it, we did give you your 5 minutes. Shout out to the DC Defenders. Next year, me and you.
Who's on that team?
We're going to a game. It might be. It's actually, last year. What's the guy named AJ something? He won the MVP. He used to quarterback behind Andy Dalton, I believe, with the Bengals.
All right, I'm going down it.
Yeah, who they got?
Get any names? Let me see. I got their roster pulled up. See if we got anybody that I recognize, even from the Madden days. What? Okay, here we go. Deion Jackson, running back. Remember the kid out of Duke?
Yeah,
played for the Colts for a bit. Jaden Mickens, wide receiver out of Washington. I know that name. Cornell Powell, Clemson wide receiver there for a while. Played in the NFL for a little bit. I don't think he did.
You know what? I think they got Puka's brother too. I think he smacked a fan or something in the stands. I think they got Puka brother.
Spencer Sanders, Oklahoma State quarterback.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, hold on, Spencer Sanders.
Yep.
You know what, Mike? I was thinking about Spencer Rattler.
Abram Smith, remember him? Baylor. Signed with the Saints. This is like 3, 4, maybe. I'm about to say,
man, these classes move by so fast. Mike, hold on, man. Give me some ex-NFL guys, man.
Jordan Teamu.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm good with that one. I'm good with it. Him and Deion Jackson. I know those guys. 100%.
Seth Williams, wide receiver.
Yep.
Big kid out of Auburn. Yep. That's just on offense. Defense, DeAndre Baker, Georgia corner.
Mm-hmm.
That one stands out. Former Georgia corner, I guess I should say.
What's the guy that the Raiders drafted that had the gun on Instagram or his computer? He's in the league too. I forgot. He was trying to get back in.
Yeah.
I forgot what team he played for, but
that's not Conley, is it?
Nah. His name start with an A, I think, or something.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He was the Ohio State kid. Yeah.
But
Ohio State's had so many shitty corners come in the NFL. There was one that had the gun and the threatening and the crazy like Instagram thing.
The red twisty hair and all that. Yeah. He had a solid season this year from what I read, but
Kelvin Joseph, corner out of Kentucky. I know that one.
Joseph,
Iowa boy, Michael Ojemudia.
There you go.
I thought he was going to be something really good.
Now you got a reason to watch the game.
Hey, there we go. Probably don't even start. That's about it, though. Rest of these guys, no idea who the hell they are.
All right. Well, look, Pops, man, we gave you your 5 minutes of the defenders.
DC defenders.
Imagine a commander and a defender. Like, can y'all figure out some better names around here, man? What is going on, man?
Come on, DC.
For real. But shout out, Pops, man. Appreciate you. We got Big Red in the building, man. Said thank God it's Friday. We appreciate you being here, my boy. We got Theo in the building. Yes, sir. You know how we do it, Theo. He said, yes, a Sinners prequel. That's what we all want. Yeah, he's linking up with Al Pacino. And,
Al Capone.
Al Capone. I said Al Pacino.
Al Pacino is an actor.
Hey, maybe he might play Al Capone. I don't know. But Al Capone.
Old.
Yeah, I know, right? Al Capone. And yes, I'm saying we need to get that backstory, man. We really need to get that, Mike. We're going to work on that. My boy Vorhees, shout out to him. It's Friday the 13th. You know, it is the Vorhees day of all days.
It's Vorhees' day.
Hey, he put in all our leagues in the league news. Talking about it's my birthday. It ain't your damn birthday.
Listen, this man, did he just put some Slipknot reference on here?
He definitely did.
Dude, I did not have that on my bingo card that Mr. Vorhees was going to drop.
Listen. Hey, Mike, I'm going to tell you something. My boy, he goes to heavy metal concerts. He rocks and he gets busy with it. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Listen, never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, 100%.
But if you told me that I had great odds on that, I ain't putting $1 on that bet. I would have made that bet.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Shout out my boy. I told him for his birthday for the Friday being the 13th, I hooked him up with a picture, man. So shout out to the Vorhees over at the lake doing his thing with a Four Loco in his hand.
Four Loco, got the Chiefs hat on.
Happy birthday to my boy Vorhees, man. All right.
That's fucking fantastic.
Let me see what else we got going on, man. My boy Daniel said that vampire teeth on Pickens go too hard. Thank you, my brother. I'm trying to work. My boy Gimme Locks, man. We appreciate you. And Mike, man, Young Marty said that cream and Oreo is crazy work, man. It is.
I mean, they do make some chocolate, Oreos. You know what I mean? I've seen the brown ones. But
they got the thin ones too, so it ain't that much cream in it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Mike. I
could be a thin Oreo now.
That's what you're becoming, right? You're becoming the thin one, brother. So
that Savage Semester promo Adam did too, with all the old clips from a year or two ago. Holy fuck, man! My face fat as shit.
One thing,
I'm still a tubby dude, but
one thing that go early, Mike, is the face. You always notice people's face, and you like, damn, they losing weight, bro. You can always tell by the face.
Man, I still have chubby cheeks, man. I was always had them, even when I was
me too.
Peak of my athletic powers. I just got that fat face build, but that was a fat face, man. I mean, how did anybody fuck that back in the day? Is my question. Like, Jesus, that's like riding a waterbed. The jiggle don't stop.
Shout out to Mike, man, for always making it right, man. Kayla Williams want to go UFL. Come on, Pops. Man, I don't even know why I brought that comment up, man. You know he wasn't going to no UFL, man. But yeah. Well, let me see. Before we get on to the show, man. He said, I say about the Senators, they did Chicago. I didn't include the Vampires. Threw that in the second movie. Yeah, that would have been I don't know. I mean, I like the vampire movie part of it because it's a surprise, the element of surprise.
Yeah. But you can do a prequel and include vampires in it.
You could because it would have basically shown that that's where it like started, but they just didn't know. Like, maybe Smoke and Stack didn't know vampires existed until they got back home, and then they followed them home. But I still want to know where the hell that white guy fell out of the sky, Mike, because he fell out burning.
That's right.
What the hell?
The biggest question mark I had of the whole movie, right? Like the biggest plot hole, I guess, that I didn't get a question answered. Mm-hmm. I thought they did a great job with the post credits, right? And they showed what happened after. We won't spoil it, but they showed the end.
Listen, I never saw that part, bro. I cannot believe. So I was in the movie theater.
You walked out of that motherfucker?
Bro, I had to pee so bad, and I kept wondering why everybody was sitting down. And I'm like, damn, bro, I know something I'm missing. And my boy Vorhees hit me and said, man, that part with the coochie sweater was like that. And I'm like, coochie sweater? I ain't seen no damn coochie sweater in this movie.
Yeah.
I missed that part. I never saw it.
So anyways, right, I like how they did that. But the biggest plot hole I have, okay, so you talk about old boy falling out of the sky on steaming, smoking, right? Yes. He's being chased by a bunch of Native Americans.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Choctaws, I believe, is what he said it was chasing them or whatever. And they show up at the fucking house, and they ask around, and then it's getting dark, so they're like, we gotta go.
See ya.
But that was it. We never came back to
You're right.
How the fuck they know?
You're right.
What were they doing tracking them?
You're right.
We just ended the movie, and I was like,
you're right.
So what the fuck was all that about? Why the fuck did we even do this? You should have just had that dude show up at the house anyways, because all you did was make me question, what the fuck are these guys doing?
You're right.
Who the fuck are these people?
You're right.
They show up on horses and trucks. They got guns, They're very kind and courteous, and then they're just out. We're good.
Only thing I will say, Mike, I hated about the movie, it was when the brothers, of course, like I said, if you ain't seen the movie, man, I'm sorry for you. But the fact that the brothers had to fight each other, man, that hurt my heart, bro. I wanted them to go out together.
No, that was great, man. I wanted to see it. I want to square off. Let's see which twin wins.
Hell nah. I need the brothers together at all times.
The one thing about this, too, is, outside of, the one part where the dude, flies after Haley Steinfeld's character, you know what I mean? You just kind of catch a glimpse of it.
Yeah.
They didn't show every other vampire movie you see, these they all got like superpowers. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like superhuman strength, and like they would have just
walking in the sky for no reason.
Yeah, they would have bladed that whole fucking barn. Like they
exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would have been like 3 seconds, everybody dead, blood everywhere. But they made them like normal, right? Like other than the fact they can get shot by a 1911 that had like 40 rounds in the.
Nah, for real though.
That man had an extended clip for sure.
I'm telling you. Call of Duty for real though.
Yeah, just fucking unloaded.
Hey Mike, just know if you ever try and get in somebody's house and they say you're not gonna let me in, well, I'm a nice guy. I don't like walking in the place.
There's no fucking chance I'm letting you in the house.
He said, I'm just a nice guy. I don't like walking into places. You gotta invite me.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out, man. We putting it on, man. So if y'all ain't already pre-ordered it or order it, man, check it out. The Sinners movie is popping. My boy Jake said, he gonna send some Pandas merch for that South Harmon merch, man. Hey, Jake, we gotta get with you, brother. Just go ahead and get my number, man. We're gonna have to tap in soon, my boy. Definitely got
Jake, I'll make you a deal. If you wear 3X.
Yeah, Mike can't wear it no more. So, unfortunately, Jake is probably a X. I don't even know if he's an X. He might be a medium. I don't know.
Might be a medium. Well, you can like cut it in half. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Put it. As a matter of fact, wear some shoulder pads and then put Mike's shirt on. You be all right, brother. So
you be all right.
You should be good to go. Shout out my boy Rock, man. He said the fire show in the graph. We appreciate you. And again, man, we can't jump into the show without having a little bit of fun. But the Sinners was on my mind. I told Mike I had about 2 or 3 shows, but I told him last week I wanted to do this. I ended up getting stuck at work, and I said, all right, cool. It'll save me time for you to watch the movie. And the fact that he watched it twice and loves it makes it even better. So
I gotta ask you then.
Go ahead.
Okay. So we're a dynamic duo, kind of like Sinners. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We agree. If we had to pick characters in there, we're smokestack for sure. now who's smoking? Who's stacked between us two?
Question, bro. Because that's the premise of the show tonight: is who's smoking stack on the team. So who is smoking stack between me and you? I'm not gonna lie, Mike. We've hung together enough, I think, for us to kind of know. You think?
Yeah, I got an idea in my head.
Okay, right? I'll let you say it, and I see how I feel about it. But anybody that's hung out with us at the expo, I guess y'all can tell us. But I think I know where you're going. But go ahead.
Well, let's just run it down for the people. Like the difference between the twins, right?
Yeah.
I would say Stack's a more reserved, calm one. He's got a big problem that he's wrestling with this white girl that he's fucking. Haley Steinfeld's character. But
you think he reserved though? I think Stack was the wild card.
I think he's more. I'm not gonna say a wild card because I think he's more reserved and like calm and cool. Like he keeps his cool a little bit more. But in the same sense, like you can see him ramp up and get excited about stuff more often and be a bigger personality, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Smoke, I think, is the ultimate wild card because he can go 0 to like 100 and snap on somebody. You know what I mean?
You're right. Damn, I ain't think of it that way.
And like he gets pissed off a little bit easier. Like people get under his skin. He's not as happy-go-lucky, and he's wrestling with a lot of his own demons. I did not listen. I've watched this thing twice now too, and I was like, the first time I watched it, I didn't catch the whole like baby thing. Mm-hmm. With old Big Mama over there.
Yeah.
Like I thought
it was his mother, right?
I thought it was his mom's. I thought maybe it was an aunt or a sister.
Now I know this is a sports show, right? I understand it. But everybody kept saying, this is how y'all look at women, and if she was real pretty and this and that. Say what you want to say. When I first saw it, I thought that it was his mother and he was getting abused as a child. So he came, because remember, he kept making it seem like he didn't want to come home. Yeah. And I thought it was because maybe she was abusing him or whatever the case. Yep. I had no idea about the baby and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so you know how this world we living in, man. But I'm with you though. I thought it was aunt, mother, stepmother, grandma. I didn't know, So
it wasn't until I watched it the second time because you get to the end of the first one and you're like, where the fuck this baby thing come from? Like, who the fuck's this baby?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Then I watched it the second time. I was like, oh, they did slip it in, in a scene way back or whatever.
Yeah.
They just, it's just like a quick little dialogue blur. That was it. I was like, oh, now that shit makes sense. But he's definitely more of the 0 to I'm gonna fucking rip your face off
with you.
type deal. And Stack seemed more like more laid back and cool and calm, but he does get amped up. Like he gets excited about just about everything. Like that scene in there where Sammy's playing the guitar in the car, and he's like listening to it, and he kind of just see it build, and then he just lets out that big woo. I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
So which one are you then? Which one am I? Which one is you? Which one we
Let's see if we're on the same page. I think you're Smoke.
You think I'm Smoke? Damn.
I think you're Smoke.
I would have said I was Stack, bro.
Oh, we don't know each other that well then.
Damn.
We had a 50-50 shot.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm a little bit of both, though. Keep it 100 with you. But I can see me being Smoke. I can see me being Smoke. I can see you being Stack. I can see you being the one trying to convince the old drunk man to get beer and come down to the bar. And that is you.
On.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
That's you. All right. I give you that.
I can see you being the bigger enforcer of the two, right? Like
I can see that. I can see that.
This is how we doing it.
Yeah, nah, you're right. You're right.
We ain't taking this plantation money.
You're right.
This
You're right.
Shit.
You're right. Nah, you're right. You're right. Because I feel like Smoke was also not necessarily the leader, but he knew Stack. Whatever Stack did, he would have to maybe come behind it and fix it. But he knew that he trusted him to handle it on his own. You know what I'm saying? So
plus, Smoke shot that dude in the ass.
He did.
Which was a hilarious scene, by the way.
It was. So now I'm with you. I think I'm gonna
hey,
go
man.
with
Hey, brother, how you doing? Doing great till you shot me in the ass.
Nah, that's why you might want to watch it right now, man.
Yeah, hey. and then he shot his accomplice in the fucking knee. He's like, "What'd you do that for? I wasn't running." He goes, "I can't let anybody think that you almost robbed us."
Facts.
And he walked away clean.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, Mike. That, like I said, man, dang, I gotta watch that, man. Father's Day for sure. Today I probably won't watch it. I don't know about tomorrow, but Sunday I might have to watch it 2 times, bro. I might gotta run through it.
If not, maybe I'm not even a character in the main character. Maybe I'm just a big boy who watches the door. You know what I mean?
Nah, I ain't gonna give you that one.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna give you that one. But nah, either way, man, great movie. I'm definitely gonna have to rerun it, check it back out. But now that we're here, Mike, we got to see what's going on with these players, man, with these teams. Of course, as you saw in the thumbnail, I had to go with my guys first because we just got us a Stack or a Smoke. I'm pretty sure it's the Stack one, though. I think this is a Stack, or maybe it's a Smoke. I'm gonna see what you think. So we got CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, man. 2 guys that are kind of a dynamic duo, if you want to call it that. But we all know that CeeDee is, pretty much up to here at this point in his career. Pickens hasn't gotten there. Maybe it's because of skill set. Maybe it's because of opportunity, offense, whatever the case. But I do believe if you line these 2 dudes up side by side on the same field with the same quarterback, same offense, they both can hit 1,000 yards like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So the only difference between them is one is cool and one is wild. You know what I'm saying? So, I would still give it to CeeDee as being the better overall player, but George Pickens got a lot of tricks in that bag that CeeDee doesn't have either, right? So, we're gonna roll with it, man. CeeDee and George Pickens, brother. I mean, I did say it was fantasy football purposes, but let's just do it for either or fantasy, real life, just how they are on the field, their characters. One thing I will say, I haven't seen CeeDee Lamb not smile or yell at anybody probably since he's been in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, he mostly just waved the refs off. George Pickens, we all know, he got the ski mask, he got the poo shiesty on, he might punch you in the nose. I don't know which one now because you got me thinking about which character is which now, but we'll be at with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens on the Smoke or Stack train, bro.
I would go with CeeDee as Smoke, just more of the killer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just super serious, like all the time, just business.
Yeah.
Just business. Because like you said, I don't think I ever seen that man smile, ever. And now thinking about watching Sinners, I don't know if I saw Smoke smile in that whole fucking movie.
Yeah, bro, you're right. You're right.
I don't know if he cracked a smirk when he was meeting up with that guy at the general store to get catfish.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Hey, you want that catfish? You want that catfish?
I see George Pickens smile, so by default, he's got to be Stack. I seen him get wild.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Why I say this, just to go get a little more in depth with each of these players. If you had to pick a role, I'm sorry, y'all, that again haven't seen the movie, but we going into the movie tonight. If you had to pick a scene for Lamb and a scene for Pickens, which one would you give it to? Where would Pickens be? Where would Lamb be? And I know this is a random question because I just thought about this, but I ain't want to just move on right away from the question. So if you had to give Lamb a scene or not necessarily a whole scene, but just like how you broke down the shot in the kneecap and give me a CD Lamb type of vibe for that movie. Like, what would his role be if he was Smoke? What would he be doing?
Well, I got one right off the rip for George Pickens.
There we go. All right,
I think this one fits. It's when old girl shows up at the train station for the first time.
Oh,
you know, you didn't come around. You know, I thought you loved me.
Nah, hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, Mike. I thought I was confused at that point because I thought, is this his girlfriend or is this his ex-wife? Who is this chick? You know what I'm saying?
Who is she?
I thought she was gonna say, you know, hey man, you ran off on me. You had you took my virginity. You was my first love. You know, this and the third. And next thing you know, you left town and skipped town. And because she had a husband and all that, but clearly, hey, it didn't matter, man.
Yeah, she's like, I thought you loved me. He's like, you told me you loved me, and he's like, I also told you to stay the fuck away from me. Right? Like, that seemed like George Pickens. You know what I mean? That seems like George Pickens.
Nah, for real. Nah, I gotta give you that one. I think that's a good fit. For George. Where we at with CD? Where you at with him? What's good? How you feeling, bro?
Ooh, probably the smoke scene.
You know which one I'm gonna give him now that we sitting here talking about it?
Go.
The scene I'm gonna give him for Smoke, and I only saw the movie one time, but I'm really trying to go through my list. I'm gonna say the scene where, because he always so serious, right? Like you said, he's so serious most of the time in the movie, and I think that's why he sent Stack out to go do all the, like, go get all the stuff, get all this together. I think the scene I'm gonna give him is when the girl turned into a vampire and she bit him. She bit Stack. Instantly, you seen CD Lamb, who was Smoke, kind of like want to defend his brother. Like he went crazy. He started boom, boom, boom. He started shooting her up and chasing her other thing. And then he like, hey, everything shut down. Shut this whole. I think that's CD Lamb. CD Lamb remind me of a teammate that he ain't gonna let nothing happen to you, but he ain't gonna start the fight either. You know what I'm saying? Like he looked like he got your back no matter what. He just ain't gonna go off and start it. And when Smoke opened that door and saw the girl, and he was like, what the, I forgot the words. I ain't seen it but one time, but he looked like, oh hell no, like you done bit my brother. Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Then the girl jumped out the window and all type of stuff. So
I'll go with that one. That's a good one.
I think CD is Smoke once it turned up to, oh hell nah, what's going on up in here? You know what I'm saying? I think CD is the ultimate teammate type of player that he got your back, man, when some random girl bites you in the neck, man. I feel like that's CD Lamb right there.
I like that too. And Young Malik put it in the chat too. CD Lamb Smoke by default when he took that phone from his girl on draft day. Like, nope.
No.
Nope. You don't get this.
Nah, for real. I ain't gonna lie. I thought this was a little easy. That's why I went with this one first, Mike. But I do believe if we had to pick a Smoke and a Stack, this is a perfect pair.
Yeah,
probably for any players in the NFL, bro. This is one of the perfect pairs of being those two characters. And to move on from those two characters, though, I can't do it without hooking you up. And we gotta go with the other pair, man. We gotta go AJ and Smitty, man. You know, I think I know the answer to this one too, but I'm gonna let you break it down. Who is Smitty and who is AJ Brown in this Sinners movie, brother?
AJ Brown to me feels like Smoke. And if I gotta give you,
Smoke. Damn, you surprised me with this one. That's why I'm glad. Okay, all right.
If I gotta give you a scene for AJ Brown,
give me one.
Give you one for him. That scene where he shoots that dude in the ass. I've seen AJ Brown on the field. Right? He might get a little cheap shot in or whatever.
Yeah,
he might get one after the play that he didn't really like. You best believe he's hunting your ass down next fucking play, right? He's like, I ain't letting you walk away thinking that you almost hurt me.
Damn. But I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was gonna go to the opposite reverse with that one, bro. So I like that one. Okay.
AJ Brown, Smoke.
AJ Brown and Smoke. Okay, so if I'm going Stack with Smitty, I'm gonna have to give you a scene. And the one scene that while you was talking, I was thinking, if I had to go with Smitty, one, he's a cool guy. Seemed to me like he's the ultimate team player. One, he took a pay cut because I felt like when St. Brown and all those guys got paid, he definitely should have got millions more. But AJ Brown got more money, and then Smitty got his, he got less money than Jalen Waddle. I'm like, damn, bro, that's crazy. So that lets you know Smitty is the ultimate team player. He said he not tripping off of the money because he got enough of it, this, that, and the third, right? So we got to get him the stat card. I'm gonna say I want to get it. I want to get a scene where Smitty get tough, man. He get Let me think. Let me think.
How about one of those opening scenes, right? Like where he get a little bit tough when they buy him from that Ku Klux Klan member. They buy him the joint, right?
Hey,
Mike, that standing there and huh?
You know what? I'm gonna let you finish that, but I'm gonna say this: Smitty is stacked when he leaning up against the car, rolling up, and he about to smoke. That's
there
him.
You go. Yep,
chilling. He low key, but you don't know what's coming when he step off that car and he ready to get at you. You know what I'm saying? Like you think he just a dude leaning up against the car, smoking. He ain't got nothing going on, but in reality, he really that dude when he step up off that car and it's some smoke about to go down. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that.
I'm gonna give Smitty that scene when they on the car and he rolling up, chilling, looking like. Because remember the dude said, "What are you, twins or something?" He's like, "Nah, we cousins." hey, yeah, I'm gonna roll with that scene right there, Mike. When they leaning on the car,
that works.
And,
that works.
Yeah,
that fits.
Because you don't know, you don't even know that he coming the way he coming until he get off that car. Now he like, hold up, this dude, I thought he was just over there smoking. So
I'm trying to remember that Ohio State cornerback who called him out before the national championship game, said like, I want Smitty. Like, I want him. And then Smitty had like 324 and 3 at halftime.
At halftime, bro. and broke his hand. Broke his damn hand, bro. Hey, Mike, if you was never a Devonta Smith fan before then, for whatever reason, you had to be one after that game, bro. There's no question.
Terrible.
The last place I wanted him to go was Philly, bro. Like, what the hell is going on here, man?
I want Smitty. Good luck.
Yeah. Damn, bro. Hey, look. Hey, Mike, you know what's so wild? I like that call, and I got a clip for you, brother, that you weren't ready for, but I got it for you, just for you. This is one of your favorite lines of all time. You ready for this one?
Let's go.
Since you gave me the AJ Brown switch up on the smoke, and I was kind of surprised. Got one for you.
God damn it! I like the way you do business.
There you go, baby. There you go.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's your line right there.
4 brothers.
I clipped that one for you. I said I'm gonna say this one for Mike, man. I've been having it for 2 weeks. Whenever we ready to hit it, I got the button on there for you, bro. So we got the do business button. I already got it.
That is one of the best lines in any movie out there.
Here we go.
I quote that shit all the time. I just be at work, supposed to be a professional, right? And I just hit somebody with a God damn, I like the way you do business.
Nah, I know that's your line right there, bro. So, all right, man. Well, because after this, I only got a couple of players. We'll figure out some other teams. I see Pops had a suggestion in there. We go through that.
Yeah,
and then
Commanders players.
I know. And then once we go through the players, we kind of try to rank these duos a little bit. So let's go on to the next one. I thought I knew what you was gonna say about this one, but I was wrong. So I think I know what you're gonna say about this one, man. So give me we got the other two, man. We got this duo over there in Cincinnati right now. We got T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, man. Smoking stack. Me personally, I thought I knew the answer until I just looked at it. I don't know now, Mike, because now you done gave me a different perspective of who Stack is. Like I thought he was something else until you broke it down, and now I think Smoke is the more chill guy, man. Damn, I was thinking. Is the wild one. I was thinking Stack was maybe because I guess watched it once.
It's just your definition of wild, right? Like just your definition.
Well, I
of
say
wild.
this: Stack is more reckless. Smoke is more thought out.
There you go. Yep.
But he'll press that gas, like you said, 0 to 100 like that. But he's going to think before he moves. Stack is a player, man. He just going, whatever happened, he goes
with the flow. He goes with the flow. And like you said, he's not as calculated. He's in the moment. Smoke's more thought out long term, but a damn killer, man. A damn stone cold killer. So, man, if I'm going on that one, I'm gonna go Jamar Chase as Smoke. Stone cold killer. Just long term, right?
Well, I'm gonna be honest.
Even this contract situation. Remember this shit last year?
Yeah.
Where it's like, what's he gonna do? Is he really gonna hold out? Like, he put their feet to the fire and ended up getting the fucking bag. Long-term play, baby. He's playing that 4D chess with the Bengals.
You're right. You're right.
Stingy-ass organization. God damn,
right.
pay Trey Hendrickson.
I was about to say.
Pay Shamar Stewart. Stop being bitches.
Before we move on, Mike, we got to talk about that for a minute, bro. That Shamar Stewart situation is crazy, bro.
Wild.
You got a stipulation in my contract that you can just void the whole contract?
Yeah.
I thought if I was a first round pick, it's all guaranteed. It's always guaranteed every time.
I've seen pushback for both sides, right? Because we talked about the contract guarantee. Now, there are other rookie deals around that range where Shamar Stewart got. Zabel in Seattle signed something very similar. Mm-hmm. So did somebody else. Here's the thing. I see the pushback from like the Bengals fan base, some of them, going over to the Bengals side, the organization side. The one piece that I saw today that changed the whole thing for me is at first, I'm all Shamar Stewart. Okay? Like, yes, I'm on the player side for this thing. Why are you trying to put this clause in? This first time you ever did it for this fucking organization. Fuck you, right? Then I heard that Zabel and I think the pick right after Shamar Stewart, I don't remember who it was, has the same clause in their contract. The other organizations had put this in. So it's not completely absurd. But then today I came back to Shamar Stewart's side because usually when NFL teams put that clause in a rookie's contract that they can void the whole deal, they front load the shit out of the deal and give them more money up front, right? Just in case they have to void it later due to injury or suspension or arrest, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
The Bengals aren't front loading a goddamn thing, right? They want to put the clause in, but not give any of the extra money up front that everybody else does. So why his agent is so fucking upset about it? It's not just the clause. They want to put the clause in, but not do anything.
Not pay me.
They want their cake and eat it too because it's the Bengals and they're
that's crazy, man. Yeah. And just think about it, bro. You get drafted, you went higher than probably what you expected anyway. Because I know they definitely. I ain't gonna say they reached for him, but they definitely took him probably a couple picks higher than what I thought he would go. And then he goes there. They need defense. It ain't like they don't need him, right? They got one of the worst defenses in the entire league. And now you don't want to pay the guy. Like, what are we doing? And then you got another DN who you don't want to pay either. So I mean, do you even want a defense? Just let these guys go at this point. I mean, I'm hearing so much stuff about this contract situation. And then when he finally joins the team and gets injured or he's back off track or out of shape, they're going to blame him, right? Oh, man, why we ain't want to pay him? Well, I wanted to be here. I showed up every day, and now you don't want to pay me. Yeah, I went home and ate some Cheetos. I was tired. I was stressed out. You know what I'm saying? So, the Bengals are a joke, man. Maybe they need to have vampires go through Cincinnati.
It sucks that we got so many good players on that team, too.
For sure, a lot of them.
There's a reason they're always at the bottom of those anonymous NFL polls about organizations and food quality and like all that shit.
Family and friends and all that.
Trash. Like, we make fun of Cleveland Browns, but like they usually rank higher. The only thing we make fun of the Browns for is, the fact they just can't win and like get over themselves.
Facts.
But by all accounts, the organization takes care of theirs,
For sure.
The other team in Ohio... Not so much.
Indeed.
So much. They got dope uniforms, man. Like, I'm a big fan of black and orange as a color.
I like the all-white ones. The all-white's fire, bro. Love them.
It's a sad thing to say, man, but if I was ever, good enough to be drafted in the NFL, and it was like, please not the Bengals, please not the Bengals.
Unfortunately, you are right, my brother. You are right.
Anywhere else, man. I'll play in fucking Green Bay. I don't even give a shit. It's cold. I don't want to go to Cincinnati. They're going to try to fuck me every chance they get.
Nah, they for real. That's pretty sad, man, what they got going on. But for these two guys, the two centers in the building, man, you said 100% Jamar Chase is smoke.
I think so. It's tough because you don't really see anything out of like T. Higgins emotion-wise, right? You never see him get 2 up or 2 down at all. So you don't really got that stack thing, but I'm just looking at it as pure killer, man. Jamar Chase is a pure killer.
Okay. Yeah,
calculated killer.
I say this: since you saying what you're saying about him, can I give you the same for Chase?
Go for it.
Got to be the end of the movie when he pulled out that. There you go. That's the killer. That's the killer part of the movie, right?
And specifically out of that scene, that part where he's like running up to the truck, tossing that fucking hand grenade.
Yeah.
Like, you think you're getting away? No. Here's the best part of that scene too. Like, he runs up, tosses the hand grenade in the cab of the truck. There's a dude in the back shooting at him. Like, and the hand grenade takes a little bit to go off.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker still wastes the dude in the back. Like, he don't even let the hand grenade do the thing.
Right.
He's still shooting this motherfucker back here. Like,
Well, Mike, I'm gonna be honest. On that part of the movie, I thought what he was doing, he was luring them in, and his brother was still alive. Because remember, at the end of the movie, we never saw his brother die. We just saw the main vampire die, and everybody kind of, ashed away. But we never saw his brother die. He just left him after they fought, and then that was it. So I thought he was luring those guys in the shed, and then maybe his brother was going to bite them and kill them or whatever. So I was kind of surprised that didn't happen until I realized that he got bit. I'm like, all right, well, cool. Now I understand why, it is what it is. But I really thought that's what his brother was still alive, and he was luring them in the shed. So that was what I thought until I realized that, it wasn't there. So, but if T. Higgins being stacked, let me see. Yeah, I can see that though, because T to me seems like the wild card. Like, even before Chase got there, I think he was the wild card. You know what I'm saying? Like, he never had the killer instinct, but he can go off at any moment. It just won't be every single week. Like, he might have 2 dud weeks, and then he come back and boom, two 200-yard games out of nowhere, right? So I could definitely see him being the stack of the group. I'm gonna just think of a way to kind of describe him in this movie. Let me think, Mike. Stack. If I had to give it to T. Higgins, it will probably be.
It's not a real good one for him.
It ain't. I'm gonna give him one just to give him one. You know what Higgins remind me of, bro? And it's no knock on Higgins because I love Higgins. Higgins is kind of a finesser, though. If you think about how he moves on the team, whenever Chase does something wrong or have a bad game or acts crazy, they always blame him. But T. Higgins, he kind of just get through without nobody noticing that he don't have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's always on Chase. T. Higgins can go out there and have 3 games for 50 yards. Nobody going to notice. But when he had that blow-up game, they all like, T. Higgins, I told you. I think he kind of skates through. And I say that to say, to me, Stack can mess up and Big Bro there to fix it behind him, and so nobody even notices it. You know what I'm saying?
This is me being an asshole. All right. The biggest problem fantasy managers, dynasty managers always have with T. Higgins is injuries, right?
Yep.
We got the infamous started the game, played 1 goddamn snap, hurt his hamstring, right? His hamstring was already hurt, so people got zeros. Guy played 1 snap, didn't do shit for him. You want me to give you the stack scene? When he's laying dead on the floor. After old girl bites the shit out of him. When he's just like, that's T. Higgins.
But again, Mike, and guess what? Once he woke up and ran out of there, everybody was looking for him. They was looking at him.
Hey, where you at? We need you.
He out there dancing. Hey, Mike, I'm not gonna lie, man. You just did T. Higgins dirty. But
I did.
But I'm gonna be honest, like I just said, T. Higgins can miss 3-4 games or don't show up in no games, and nobody even complained. But once he had that one big catch on the sideline with 1 hand, 3 touchdowns, T. Higgins rave everywhere, right? So I think he is the stack because Smoke kind of handles everything for him, and he can just get away with getting away with stuff.
Yeah, definitely can.
Shout out D-Walk, man. He said NBA Finals on mute. They should be on mute, brother. We appreciate you though for coming through. Mike,
These
man, I got
finals
this.
Been good though. They've been
good.
Had,
bro, listen, I'm so mad. Next week, I got the show for you, man. The what the helly, man. I wanted to do it after the first game because he hit the buzzer shot. But we're gonna get into that show, bro. I already got it cooked up. We ready for it. It's gonna be other buzzer shots. But I will say this, man. This storm is cooking out here. I heard y'all talking on Savage last night, and it was raining. I hear the thunder and lightning, man. So y'all pray for my network and my connection, and hopefully the Sinners ain't about to enter around here. All right. So
I'm afraid to play my music too loud that some vampire's gonna show up in my house. You know what I mean?
Facts. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Might see what we got here. I mean, hey man, this might be the ultimate twin brothers right here, right? Same backfield. We ain't got all receivers. You know what I'm saying? This one a little tricky though, man. I don't know if I can guess this one before you guess it. So I'm gonna let you call it first because I think on this one,
I'm going.
I mean, Monty is the old head. Monty is the old head, so I guess he could be Smoke. You think?
That's what I was gonna go with.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Right? Just
but Gibbs is the killer now. Gibbs is the killer.
Gibbs is the killer, but he's the flashier one, right?
Okay.
He's the one with the juice and
Yes.
literally acceleration. He can go 0 to 100 like that.
Yes.
He can go 0 to 100 like that. You think he got it bottled up? Boom.
Nah, you're right.
Boom. Welcome
You're
to
right.
the show. Welcome to the show.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think that one was probably the easiest one of the whole night for me. Other than Pickens and Lamb. That fucker was easy.
Nah, that was too easy. Yeah, I'm with you. I think we done gave away too many scenes. I can't think of no real scenes of who is what and what is who. I just say this: these two right here are so close together, not as production wise, but just how much they seem to like each other and be best friends and want to share the ball. The scene I'm gonna give them is the opening scene. Them standing out in front of the car like we cousins. That's literally who they are. They cousins. You know what I'm saying? So that's the scene for them with me, Mike. They cousins. When the guy walk up and ask them, who are y'all? We cousins. We are one of the same. One can do this, the other can do that, but we just like this. So
I got a different one for you.
Go ahead, give me that.
The bond between the two and how they work in synergy, right? And everybody wants to talk about if Gibbs misses time, Monty will be this, and if Monty misses times, Gibbs will be this. Listen, they better together. They're definitely better together.
100%.
They're a great compliment, and neither one of them's bad. Gibbs could be, all world by himself too, but we can agree that when they're on the field and both cooking together and healthy, holy shit. I mean, that's a scary duo.
Crazy.
I'll give you one. When they first go get that truck and they pop the tarp off the back.
And they got the beers on the back.
They got that rattlesnake.
Oh, yeah.
And Stack tosses that knife just perfectly for Smoke to grab that shit out of the air and stab that fucker right in the head.
Good call. I got to give you that one, bro. That was fire, man. That was fire. Damn, bro.
God damn it! I like the way you do fitness.
Well, I mean, what a great toss, what a great midair catch, and then stab on a rattlesnake, right?
That was a good call.
And poor little cousin Sammy there, just like horrified about this rattlesnake in the back.
Hey, speaking of Sammy, man, we're gonna definitely have a Sammy debate in this one too. But this Stack, that was I want to delete my scene because the one you just gave us is the one. That is the one, the only one. So I think this might have been the closest one too, Mike, but that was a fire one. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, let's go to the next one then, man. This one right here though is not as easy as I think it might look, and it's not something that maybe has even made sense compared to the other ones, right? Give me this one right here, Mike. Who smoking Stack in this one? We got 2,000-yard rushes. Damn. We got two animals on the field at their own position, respectively, but they play two different positions. That's the only thing I liked about this one was all the other ones receiver, running back. Yep. These two guys are totally different, but they do a lot of the same things in their own way. So I think this one gonna be a little tougher, man, to figure out. I know Henry is the OG, but Lamar got that killer in him too, man.
The only thing I got for these, like right off rip, because they both kind of got the same personality, and
honestly, they both smoke to keep it 100 with you. But go ahead.
and the way they talk to the media and stuff, like they definitely should both be smoke. But I'll say this: I'll differentiate Derrick Henry smoke.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson Stack.
I agree
because of their play style and their game.
I agree.
Henry is more straight ahead, just fucking gonna run through your face, and Lamar's the flashier one, right?
I'm with you.
Lamar's the one like Stack in the opening scene in the purple suit-ish. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like just a little bit like, all right. And that's just his game, not his personality, but his game. Because on the field, he's gonna back juke you, do that spin move he did against the Bengals a couple years ago, like a little bit more flash, a little more substance to it. And Derrick Henry's just. He's the Marshawn Lynch and just run through a motherfucker's face. Yeah.
Nah, I'm with you. I just say this. I'm going to go with Lamar because that's my dog. I think the scene I'm going to give Lamar is when they went to go pick up their cousin at the cotton field. And the way Stack was talking to him, I could see Lamar talking to his offensive lineman like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what he said. He was talking about his wife. He was like, yeah, I'm going to hit your wife tonight or something like that. I could see Lamar talking to his wife No, because he was trying to get his
No,
cousin.
he said I'm gonna pay you so much money. Your wife might even let you put your thing in her mouth.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
right after old boy told him, he was like, mind your tongue. My wife's here, damn it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm about to give you so much money. She might even let you put your thing in her mouth.
I think Lamar, being the joker, funny guy he is, I think he can talk to his offensive line like that and get them to block for him. So that's my scene for Lamar being stacked at the cotton field, going to recruit the big guy, man.
Yeah, I like that. That works. Man, I don't know about the smoke one for Derrick Henry.
You know what I'm gonna pick? I'm gonna pick him fighting all them people when they jumped inside the barn, man. That's Derrick Henry. Smoke was just beating everybody up. Didn't matter who it was. He's shooting everybody, fighting everybody.
Shit.
Nobody's touching him, man. You know what I'm saying? Other than twin brother, who he ultimately beat out on that one. So I see ATM's in the building. He said yo ass or yours.
Yos.
What's up, yos? Was good, brother. I think that's my favorite scene though, Mike, for Lamar, man. Him calling out his cousin at the cotton field, let him know, man, hey, this is how it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Come get this money, and she gonna love you a long time, brother. You know, so
I like that.
But I know this was gonna be a little easy, but I just knew they were two different people though, and I think the final one that I have on.
Oh, lost you there for a second. Audio. Did you hit your button?
I sure did when I did like this.
There we go. All right,
I forgot I got this on my mic, man. But I will say that we talked about this earlier, actually. And I said, you know what? I'm glad you brought this up because now this made me think about what we spoke about earlier online. So, Smoke, Stack, and what's the cousin name, the singer?
Sammy.
There we go. Hey, Mike, did you know this? Did you know the rapper Shauna? They used to be with Ludacris?
Yeah.
You know the older singer guy, that's her father?
No shit.
The blues singer at the end of the movie?
That's her father.
That's her father. He got like 10 Grammys or something in blues.
Guy who plays old Sammy.
Yep. That's her father.
He don't got the scars like that, do he?
He don't.
Okay. All right.
But nah, that's her father though. So I didn't even know that until I looked online and he was up there. So yeah. So but yeah, this right here is Smokestack and Sammy, Mike. We need to figure out who is who, the trio. Let me know, brother. Let me know who we got. Cause we talked earlier on Twitter or X. I said Jawan Jennings is receiver one on this team, no matter if Ayuk there or not, bro. Well, no, I said he could be.
See, this is why the internet is a funny place. So you're saying he could be wide receiver one on this team, regardless whether Ayuk is.
Well, I think the question that came up was, with Ayuk being out, Jawan Jennings is a receiver.
Could be a wide receiver one for fantasy purposes, which is what I had issues with.
And I said, even if Ayuk is on this team,
okay,
Jawan Jennings could still be a receiver one on this team, no matter if Ayuk is there or not.
All right, there we go. So let's be clear. Not the wide receiver one of San Francisco, but a fantasy football wide receiver one.
When I was saying on the team, not in fantasy football. Yeah, not totally. I mean on the team.
The original post was in regards to him being a wide receiver one for fantasy purposes, meaning top 12 wide receiver on the
team. No, I thought it was someone for the team.
Which is why I went.
Because it brought up Ayuk, so I thought it was someone for the team.
No.
You sure, Mike? Let's go look. Let me look this up, man.
Guaranteed.
Because I'm definitely not putting him in the top 12. Well, hell no. Come on, Mike.
Okay.
What the hell?
Okay. All right. Just so we're clear.
Hold on. Let me go back to this now. Let me check this out. It says Jawan Jennings reportedly has a good chance to be the receiver one with the current injury to Brandon Ayuk. But it didn't say receiver one. It didn't say fantasy though.
Oh, okay.
That's my bad. Yeah, that's what I'm like, huh?
Okay. Well, that shit makes sense. He could be the wide receiver one for San Francisco.
That's why when you was like, nah, I'm gonna show you why. I'm like, why not though?
I read that shit as like people calling him like could be wide receiver one, like.
In fantasy, nah. I was talking about
what the fuck?
Yeah, hell no.
Like, you know how good you got to be a wide receiver one in fantasy?
Nah, bro. We got
like,
Drake
as much as we
London,
like
Lad
Jawan Jennings, get the
McConkey,
fuck out of here.
Yeah, BTJ, St. Brown. I'm not putting Jawan
Okay,
Jennings
all right,
up
so we're
there.
good.
Hell.
We can bury
Come
this
on,
shit then.
Mike, man.
I know.
You really thought, come on,
All
Mike.
right, good. I was like, what the fuck is Fizz on?
What the hell? What the hell?
I was prepared to fight too. I was like,
don't you worry. You act like it.
this is why you're smoking. I'm stacked. All right, you're more thought out.
100%.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Fucking woo.
You need to go pick up Sammy, man. Have him play you some tunes.
I need to find Mary. That's what I need. I need Mary in my life.
Hey, one thing about my boy, he said, she said, I've been walking all day. He said, hey,
I want to taste you.
I just want to taste it. I'm like, whoa, hold up, bro.
There's so many references to pussy eating in that movie.
Hey, Mike.
God.
But one thing we know, it was in Alabama, right?
Mississippi Delta.
Mississippi heat is something different. And if the woman say, let me
she got that stank.
Up, Sammy.
You know that thing's salty as a motherfucker.
Sammy, hold up, man.
That's like licking one of them salt blocks you give calves, you know?
Hey, listen, man. When my boy Sammy said, I just want to taste you, I'm like, what?
Oh, you gonna taste the rainbow.
Hell no, man.
I ain't gonna lie. She was fine though. I would have done it too. Like, I don't even give a shit. Would have shaved my beard afterwards and the whole thing, but I would have been worth it.
I'm just saying, man, when the woman say, let me freshen up, and I know everybody out there is sweating balls out there, bro. It's vicious out there, man. It
was, listen, I'm sitting there watching the movie by myself, right? Last Saturday, watching by myself in the afternoon. And I literally said these words out loud, Fizz. I said, I do this show with you. We've hung out many times. I try to follow culture, you know what I mean? But there's still some things that I don't know. I literally said out loud, probably after the third or fourth pussy eating reference, or maybe scene in this movie, I was like, damn, I didn't know brothers get down like that. Like, I thought that was a white people thing. Like, only the white dudes out there just munching box left and right. And I was like, apparently in 1932, we just munch all this box. We talk about sticking tongues in coozes. Stack's teaching young Sammy where the clit is. He's like just above that. And you gotta lick it.
No, he did. You're right.
You gotta lick it. Not too soft, not too hard. Like an ice cream cone, but you don't want it to melt. God damn.
Hey, nah. Hey, man, hold up. I gotta go watch this movie right now, man. Hold up. Show over with, man.
There's like 4 or 5 references in that movie. I was like,
it is. I ain't even thinking about that. You're right, bro.
After the first one that came, I was like, all right, that has to be like, you talking about the Mary thing, but she's like a half white girl. You know what I mean? She's mixed in the movie, I guess. It's kind of how they play it off. And I was like, that's a white part of her. Old boy had to munch her box because she's a white girl. I get it.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them, I was like, I didn't know the brothers got down like that.
Nah, they was getting down out there for real. That's and why that vampires, man. They was eaters out there, man. They was out there.
And respect too, because that's 1932's box that they munching, and that is. I mean, we were talking about pulling shit out of your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like long strands. You mowing. You are mowing. Just
hey, man.
There wasn't no Brazilian waxes back then.
Hey, listen, man. I'm glad we back, bro. We are back, man. I miss you, bro. I ain't seen you in 3 weeks, man. I'm glad we back, man. If you glad you're here, give me a I don't know. Give me a pussycat emoji or something. I don't know, man. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that we back, bro. But before I got to the finish what we were talking about with these players, Mike, I did want to. It was one thing in this movie I want to bring up. Damn, you was talking about the girl at the thing. Oh man, I done forgot, Mike. Never mind. I'm gonna think of it while we talking about the players. But
all right, we're good here. So we got 3 of them now. We can assign one of them Sammy. I'm gonna go Sammy off the rip. Ricky Pearsall.
You think it's Ricky?
For this reason only, okay?
Okay.
Ricky's turned out like Ricky got shot, okay?
That's facts.
Ricky's tatted up and he's a white boy. You know what I mean? Like, he's converted.
Okay.
Like,
right.
you know what I mean?
You're right.
And Sammy gave me the same thing too, because you see Sammy. Okay?
He came from a good home. He had the father, the pastor.
But you see his character. You know what I'm saying? And he's not a big guy, right? They call him Little Sammy for a reason. Little preacher boy, right?
Yeah.
He's a smaller guy, skinny dude.
Mm-hmm.
The first time he talked and then sang, like it's like the first time you see Adam in person. You know what I mean? Or see Adam. You
His
like
voice was you're right.
The voice and the face and the body don't match. You like,
don't
what
match.
the
You're
fuck?
Right. Yeah, it was a lot of soul. It was a lot of soul in them lungs. You're right.
Holy shit! Even when he talks in conversation, I'm like, that is a deep ass voice.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like that's the voice that the bouncer should have had. You know what I mean? Instead, he's got like the high pitch, like fat kid voice.
You gotta watch that Sinners movie, Matt B. Come on, bro. You gotta get on them Sinners, man. We talking about this. We comparing the players to the Sinners tonight. If you I saw you got on a little late, bro. So shout out to you. What's happening?
Let's just say the
guitarist on the movie.
The visual of Ricky Pearsall does not match the game of Ricky Pearsall. So that's my Sammy right there.
Okay. All right. Damn. I don't know what. Let me see. Only reason I didn't put Sammy with Pearsall is because of that soul. I ain't know Ricky had it, but he might have it though. He might have a little bit of soul in him.
Dude, we have disrespected. Me and Maddie have. Ricky P should be on Exciting Whites. Exciting Whites.
There we go. All right. Well, I say this. I think I might agree with you on that one, Mike. I might agree with you on that one. And one, because if not for anything else, the man got shot and he survived. And we all know Sammy went through the ringer up in that, with all the vampires. And he the only one that survived with a broken guitar and walked back home. Walked back to the church and got his prayers sent to him. So, yeah, I'm going to give you that one. I'm going to give you Ricky Pearsall as Sammy, man. I might have to roll with that one. But, I think if you make it that easy, I think IU got to be Stack, right?
Yeah, I'd go with Stack.
He got to be the wild card. He got to be the one.
Got to be the wild card. You don't know what the fuck's happening with him.
Yeah, it's like IU, man, he might be trying to give you some booze to perform next week, or he might be going to pick up Sammy. You know what I'm saying? He might be going to pick up Sammy.
Young The bouncer was the one with the 10 freaking girls. The 8 miles. I don't trust him anyways. That's true. I was trying to think what else I'd seen him in. So that was a good one.
He was an 8 Mile. Yeah,
I forgot about the 8 Mile thing. Now that you brought that up.
I knew that one off the break.
What I was getting from Ballers.
Oh yeah.
Charles from
car salesman.
Car salesman, then the GM of the Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's why I know he got the hot ass wife. Oh my god.
Yeah. He was a retired player or something, right?
Retired offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Left tackle.
Yeah, I remember that. But
that's where I knew.
The 8 Mile, I definitely was like, yeah, there's him. But
10 freaking. I don't trust him anyways.
Hey, shout out Young Marley, man. but I will say this though. Matter of fact, that's what that was I was going to say about this movie, bro. Before we moved on from that other scene, when damn it, Mike, I done forgot it again, bro. I'm trying to think. I got it in my head of what I want to say, but I can't get it out, bro.
That's all right. It'll come back up.
Because
interrupt next time.
I know.
Once that thought pops in your head.
Yeah, it's really like a breakdown of a scene, but I can't remember. Oh, okay, no, this is what it was. Because remember, I tried to give you the breakdown of the movie, and I didn't want to give it away, right?
Yeah.
I will say, did you get the logistics of the movie and the meaning of it before we go to Ayuk and Jennings?
So this is a crazy thing about the movie, right? Like you gave me that breakdown and how you talked about how it's, about music, right? Like as the main character, right? And I watched it, with that in mind. But there's a lot of other things that I took away. Mm-hmm. A lot of Coogler went into a lot of shit on this one, right?
He did.
A lot. I mean, you're talking 1932, so you're at the height of Jim Crow era, which they're talking about, like the oppression that's going on. I mean, you got that dialogue scene where they're talking about they robbed or they tried to rob something or whatever, and then they all got busted. sent up to play a bunch of music for white folks, made a shit ton of money, and then the sheriffs let him go. And then one guy just paying for a train ticket ended up pulling out his whole wad to pay for a $2 train ticket. And somebody from the Klan saw him, and then they just lynched him right there on the spot, took all his money, like all that shit. So you got that oppression going on. And then the church, like Sammy and his dad, and how the church always wanted to oppress music, right? Self-expression. Right? Yep. You got to conform to this. You got to play this kind of music, and anything outside of that, that's dancing with the devil. And there was so many good like plot lines to it, like a movie within a movie within a movie. That it's tough to wrap your whole fucking mind around the thing. But you're right, a lot of it is centered around the music and how music can, transcend, time essentially, where they're playing songs, from the 30s. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they're playing blues songs from the 30s and then mixing it with, 80s guitar, 90s hip hop. Like the whole
thing. Remember that
African dance,
Remember that scene where they was doing like a visual and pause and it was going through different timelines inside the club? Man, that shit was crazy, Mike. I ain't gonna lie. That was one of the best scenes.
Yep. And I love how like they're presenting something. I tell you, there ain't no 1932 music on my fucking Spotify playlist anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they're playing songs that are authentic to the era, and I'm sitting there vibing to the shit. At my house, like, fuck yeah, this ain't bad. I might find this shit on Spotify, man. I have to find me some blues, like some old blues. So good stuff, man. Well done movie.
Yeah, and like I said, as far as the music part goes, as far as from what I've heard and learned and watched, Sammy, the reason why I brought it up is because you brought up Ricky Pearsall being Sammy. And Sammy is the main character of this movie. Even though it's about Stack and Smoke, Sammy is the key. And Sammy not listening to his father, who's the pastor, saying, stop playing that, bad music, play this type of music. But he want to be the one that follow his cousins who are bad influences. And that's why Smoke told him, you don't want to be like us. Stack kind of like, hey, come on, little cuz, come hang with us. Smoke like, you don't want this smoke. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't want this life. Yeah.
Sammy said, I love the music I play. And matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all at this club that y'all open up. He sung the house off, sung the roof off, everybody having a great time.
Burn the place down.
And then the vampires come, the three white people come in like, hey, what's that music y'all playing? They playing the banjo outside, and it's like, oh no, this ain't the type of music that we know. So hey, let's come in there. So it all kind of correlates to what the music was about. And if it was a more positive music in the church's sense, it wouldn't have happened. But since all of it happened, that's why he went back to the church to see his father, and his father say, see, I told you. Now you alive, what you gonna do? And he hit the road and said, look, I'm gonna keep playing this music because I love doing it. And that's why he got that scar and all that. So the way he broke it down, bro, I just wish, like I said, we need a prequel of this movie, man.
The best like song in the whole movie for me was after old girl gets her sweaty box munched, right? Like she gets this spirit about her. So apparently, fellas, do the thing, and then your girl can sing like her. But she does that song, and then they got that stomping scene. Yeah, and then simultaneously they're beating the shit out of the guy who had the loaded dice in the back, right? And then like stomping his ass to the fucking beat of the song of a buck.
Nah, for real. But yeah, like I said, man, it's so much stuff we take from this movie, man. But one thing we will take is Ricky Pearsall being Sammy. I'll give you that one. Even the scene with them in the back of the car, he said, play the song. We in the car, play the music. And I think that was when the older guy had told a story about the guy getting lynched, and he told Sammy to play the music. And yeah, man, I'm gonna go watch that movie, man, ASAP. But Ayuk, Jennings, we giving Ayuk, Stack, and Jennings,
I give him Stack,
Smoke, right?
Yep, Smoke, yep. Jennings more calm, calculated, long term. His game is like that too.
Okay, so since we going that route, now that you know about what my question or answer or retweet was, do you believe what I said as far as Jennings being the number one receiver on his team, even with IU being it?
He very well could be, right? Okay. Like I think you put those odds.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. When you called me out earlier, I was like, damn, what did I say wrong?
What did you do wrong? I thought it was, My bad. I love Ricky Pearsall's game, right? And we got a small glimpse of it, after getting shot, and then most of the rookie year didn't really do much, and then those last couple games, you were like, oh shit. If that's Ricky P to start this year, not getting shot, Jennings ain't got a snowball's chance in hell of being wide receiver 1 on this team.
Yeah.
Like none. But he very well could be. We don't know. With young players like this, we don't know if they do take that next step and they become more consistent. So I don't think it really matters whether or not Ayuk's there or not. And I would say this with Ayuk, with that knee injury that he has, I know a lot of people said he'd be fine, and then I heard that, the pup thing, he might start on the pup, and we really don't know. But either way, a serious knee injury like that, he's not coming out the gates just swinging right out off the rip. So the room is open for either Ricky P or Juwan to be wide receiver 1 of San Francisco.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, all three of these guys could be the number 1. I just think, to me personally, if we talking veteranship, if we talking leadership, I think Ayuk is kind of out of that realm, and I think Jennings. I mean, of course, Kittle is the number 1 receiver on his team. We all know that.
Runs through.
But I think out of all the guys in that receiver room, they might lean on Jennings to be the most consistent and the most available to be understanding. Like, we got Ayuk, who's kind of back and forth. I'm reading that Ayuk should be sent to the Commanders at this point. Like, Debo looks like he's out of shape, and they need another receiver. And like Matt B said, he's only making 2 years, $15 million. Just imagine if he's more motivated to say, hey, I know y'all just paid me this 2 years, 15, but I might need 15 for the year as a whole. So
I think he's got this Jacoby Myers career arc.
There we go.
Game very similar, right? Like that is
there we go.
The one
I like that call,
man. Jacoby
100%.
Myers of San Francisco. Where if they don't end up paying him, he'll go to some team, and
100%.
He may never be a true number 1 superstar wide receiver, but just Mr. Consistent is going to be a fantastic number 2 for somebody.
I like that call, bro. I like that call. So, dang, I even squeezed Sammy in a conversation, and you guessed that one first. So, yeah, man, look, that's all the ones I pulled up for the centers, man. So we're gonna go to the chat. I'm gonna see what some of these people had brought up. I saw my boy J Jack was in here. I always got shout him out. He said, shout out J Jack, man. He said Smoke was always about that business, and Smoke was on a different level. No, he was the level-headed one. So
yeah.
But I'm gonna go to Pops. Pops had brought up Lou Vu and Marshawn Lattimore, right? Okay. I'm gonna be honest, Pops. Lattimore, 1, he just got there. 2, this fool stay hurt every 5 minutes, right? Me personally, I think the Saints got off by getting rid of Lattimore. I don't think they needed him anyway. And I really want to see Lattimore step it up, man. I mean, during the playoff run, he was getting cooked every week, right? Now he has a full off season though with the team. Dan Quinn is there, hopefully to get him through whatever he was going through. But me personally, I think you're doing Louvu a disservice, though, Pops. I don't think Lattimore is up on where Louvu is right now, as far as the player go. But since you brought those names up, I'm gonna be honest, Pops. I gotta give Louvu Louvu to me, Mike. I don't think he can be Stack or Smoke, bro. I think Louvu to me gotta be the Chinese guy that was bringing the fish to the
yeah, that's what he is.
To the cookout, man. I'm giving Lattimore to me is the Chinese guy who brought the fish for Stack and Smoke to get it cooked up, man. I can't put Louvu and Lattimore in the same realm right now, Pops. I'm sorry.
They ancillary characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they secondary at best.
But I rock with Louvu though. I just think Lattimore, he got to step his game up, man. He came to the Commanders and didn't do anything for year 1. So
no.
I can't give him the storyline of Stack and Smoke, unfortunately, though, Pop. So
no.
But I'm gonna see if anybody else got any. I don't think so. You got any honorary mentions though, Mike? I know I came up with my graphics. Any other? I wanted to bring up Jefferson and Addison, but I thought they were both the same kind of guy. Like I know Jefferson is a killer. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But him and Addison seemed like the angry one Jefferson seemed like the cool one. I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yes,
saying? Like,
he does. Yes, he does.
yeah. So I mean, I kind of looked at them as almost the same, but I mean, if I had to really compare them, I would really say Addison might be the wild card. I think Jefferson is just the one that's just always on cue. You know?
I was surprised like George Kittle didn't make this list. You know what I mean?
But who would he be with though? That was the
Oh, yeah, you'd have to find somebody else for him.
that was the thing. Like I would have to compare him to somebody, and I'm guess Kelsey maybe Kelsey and Kittle.
Yeah. Oh no, they both kind of got the same personality.
That's what I'm
They
saying,
both
like that.
stacks if there ever was stacks. You know
When
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
thinking of my logic of like them being twins but being total opposites, I didn't Kittle to me. I don't know who the because almost tight ends are cool. Mark Andrews, cool. Laporta, cool. I mean, all the tight ends seem to be cool. Kittle seemed to be the wild one out of all of them, to be honest with you.
Kelsey's got wild to him, right? Like the man did like a fucking Bachelor series, not too long ago.
Well,
right?
he got to be the bearded Kelsey. The mustache Kelsey ain't the one, man. I don't like that one, man.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know how Taylor lets that go, man. That's terrible.
Yeah. I
What
think
we
he
doing?
grow the mustache when Taylor's around, man. Then he realized, hold up, brother, I got to get back to where I need to be, man.
Yeah. We don't like mustache Kelsey.
No, not at all.
That's creepy.
Let me see. Damn, Matt, you missed it, bro. We got Monty and Gibbs already, bro. Look, I'm gonna pull it back up for you. But yeah, we got Monty and Gibbs. We already went through that one a little earlier. Appreciate you definitely tapping in, bro. But make sure you rewind the show after this, man. We went on Monty and Gibbs earlier. Just for everybody that is just joining and tapping in. We went through CD Lamb and George Pickens. We had Smitty and AJ Brown, Chase and Higgins, Monty and Gibbs, of course, Henry and Lamar, and then we closed out with the trio.
So we could have listen, Pops. You could have gave us a good Commanders duo, right? J-Day and Terry.
Okay, I like that.
J-Day smoke, Terry stack. Pay me my money.
You're right. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that.
Pay me my money. You see Terry McLaurin get fired up sometimes, man.
You're right.
You're
right. I don't know. I think Terry is super cool though, bro.
He is a cool guy, but I seen him get fired up. Like get real
yeah.
fucking feisty. He goes 0 to 100 real quick. Like yeah. Jada, you never see that guy. Don't matter what happens. He just throws a game winner and don't give a shit.
Good throwback would have been Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden.
There you go.
I think that's a good throwback one. I know for sure Anquan is stacked. No question about it. Yes. He running the streets. He doing what he do. And Fitzgerald is handling business behind the scene, in front of the scene, on the side of the scene. Quiet boy. So I think Fitzgerald and Anquan might be one of my two top duos, if I had to say so.
Yep. Whenever he plays into you, Scary Terry.
Shout out to you, Dustin, man. We appreciate you, bro. But yeah, I mean, let me think, Mike. Any more run-outs, man? I don't know, bro. It's plenty. I'm sure it's plenty of them, but
yeah,
I can't think of one right now that really needs to be brought up or talked about, right? So,
just makes me want to watch this movie again.
I was just about to say, man, I'm about to have to watch it my damn self. I done ordered it, already got it on Apple TV. I just ain't played it yet, so I might have to stay up a little later tonight, man, and get my sin on, man. Get my sin on, man. So, hey, I guess we ain't gonna hold the people up no more, man. We gonna get up out of here.
Ryan Coogler, we beg you. Stack and Smoke prequel, Chicago, Al Capone.
Sure.
Fucking make it happen.
Sure, we need it, man. Y'all make sure y'all tag Ryan Coogler, man. Make sure y'all tag Michael B. Jordan and let them know, man, that the fantasy football space loves the sinners, baby. And we trying to get it popping. We need a prequel. We need a sequel. We need anything, man. Anything that can bring these two guys together, which is the same guy, and Michael B. Jordan. And he played the hell out of both of those roles, Mike. And I would have did a disservice of not recognizing it in my own way. So
he's such a good actor, man. Such a good actor.
But I'm not gonna lie, Mike. I think this right here was like just the ultimate, because he played two characters at once, bro. Like to do it that way, and it looked like it was real. You never got a sense of this was edited or this was fake. You would have thought he really had a twin.
Tom Hardy did that in that British gangster movie, the Cray Twins. Right. I didn't really like the movie. Like I thought it was poop. I wasn't a big fan of it. He did it. I thought he did it well, but this was completely different level.
Crazy, bro. Crazy.
Completely
and then,
different.
like I said, the vampire scene kind of throws you off. Like, oh shit! Like, what the hell going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a great movie, man, because it hits you at all angles. It's anticipated. Like if you didn't know what happened or you weren't prepared, you're like, oh, like now I'm grabbing my seat. Like, what's going on next? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I love the movie, man. I'm glad that we can bring it to this platform and make it what you want to call it, relate to football players. And I know every week, Mike, you always got me thinking of random stuff, but I was like, man, I don't know. I asked my boy, did he watch Sinners? I brought it up to him. So let me bring this up to him, man. So I'm glad we had the wherewithal to bring this to the people.
I'm just figuring out too, right? Like, I don't know what a lot of directors look like, but you know their names because you like their movies.
Yeah.
Just learn Ryan Coogler's Black.
Holy, that's a dude. You ain't know that, Mike?
No, I thought that fucking guy had a white name.
Nah,
Ryan Coogler, white boy. I
This
guarantee.
the same dude that did Black Panther.
Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't know
he
he did Black Panther.
Yeah, he did Black Panther. So that lets you know where his background and history was. So, I think
all the Creed movies. Yep.
Black Panther, yeah. So Black Panther, I think, was like the biggest
Damn,
Marvel
he's
movie and all that good stuff. So he definitely got a name now. He ain't just some random Joe Blow that just popped out of nowhere and made a movie.
Underappreciated movie. Him and Michael B. Jordan definitely got a history together for sure. Going back a ways, not just the Creed series and then Sinners. Fruitville Station.
Oh, he made that too?
Yeah, made that. Michael B. Jordan was real young in that movie.
Well,
Black
listen,
Panther.
they go way back then. And matter of fact, Michael B. was in Black Panther.
Second
so
one.
It all makes
Second
sense.
one. Wakanda Forever. Yep.
Yep.
I get it. All right.
All makes sense.
I
bro.
learned something tonight too.
There we go, bro.
Just because your last name's Coogler don't mean you're a white boy.
You know how that is, man. Hey, look, it ain't Kruger, it's Coogler, baby. So it's all
Kruger's
good.
a German white boy.
Hey, it is Friday the 13th, man. You know what I'm saying? So
What's up, Freddie?
No Krugers but Couglers, baby. That's how we getting down. And no Jordans, no Jasons. We talking Jordan. So it's all good tonight, Mike, man. We got them centers out the way. Your boy worked hard, man, trying to put all these little graphics together, make it look all nice and sweet and pretty for the people. So again, we ain't been on in about 2-3 weeks, but hopefully we don't miss another Friday for a while, man. So life is always lifing, but we appreciate y'all for always watching. So anything before we get up out of here, Mike, man, you want to holler at people about, brother?
Nope. Just some of those quotes from that movie are going to stick with me forever, man. I almost forgot about the Mary telling Stack to rot in hell. He says, I will. I'll save your trifling ass a room.
Hey, Mike,
right next to me.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all make sure y'all tag the Couglers, man, and make sure y'all get the Jordans and the B's and the Michaels, and let them know that we pretty much letting everybody know that they need to watch this movie, man. So we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. We on the road to 500 until we get past 500.
How did I forget that? 10 freaky ass girls. His name in the movie is Cornbread.
Yeah.
Cornbread.
10 freaky girls. If I had that song, I would have played it right now, man. But we ain't got it. These thick licky, 10 freaky girls.
What a good one.
I don't know how you hang with Eminem, who's the greatest battle rapper, and you over here rap about 10 freaky girls.
10 freaky girls.
Whatever it is, it works out in Detroit, man. So shout out to Detroit and 8 Mile for holding it down with the freaky girls. But till next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate y'all. We always gonna be here, and hopefully next week we got something new for you, baby. I guess we out of this thing, man.
We out of here. Love y'all.
I forgot to do mine.
I think the devil on my shoulder.